For 100,000 likes?
It was in briefs, bro. Like, it was tidy whities.
For 100,000 likes? I'm wearing just the tidy whities. I don't care.
But it wasn't tidy whities. It was actually kind of like a green pair of briefs.
Tidy greenies.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the response is.
100,000 likes.
You know? That's a lot. You have to agree to it.
Yeah, it's safe.
That's a lot.
We're not going to get 100,000. We're going to get like 5. You know?
Yeah.
You just agreed to it.
I don't know. No, I did not. I did not actually. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
Don't save her.
What are you talking about? Ain't talking about that.
You know?
Okay.
Got to roll in.
Sitcom vibes, man.
Yeah, that's Trap Seinfeld. You know?
Hey, put some respect on Jerry's shoe game, dude.
See?
An absolute legend. Jerry Seinfeld's shoe game is official. Did you ever see the Kith campaign where he put the Bo Jacksons on?
No.
Like in 2022? Oh, fire, dude. Yeah. And Larry David, too. People sleep on Larry David, but he had shoes. He had them things on as well.
Yeah?
For sure. Larry David's funny, man. I think he's funnier than Jerry, personally.
Let's see. I gotta find.
I mean, that might be blasphemous. I don't know, but
there it is. That's the. that's the pod intro non-copyright version music.
Let's go, man. We're bringing the hits today. That's what we're doing with the banjo.
The monkey.
He's tearing it up though.
By the way, I tried to say I'd be there.
How do you feel about Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I mean, this does it for itself, no?
Yeah, not talent.
Here we go. Let me roll that out. Chili Peppers, man. Fire, super classic.
Yeah. I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with them. I like half of what they've done, and then the other half I don't care about, but
yeah,
definitely legends for sure.
Oh yeah.
And a ton of hits.
Man, their shirts done numbers in PacSun and Zoomies, and where else? What's my old emo store? Hot Topic. Couldn't even think about it. Yeah.
Dude,
mega numbers.
Yeah. Soul to Squeeze is my favorite Red Hot Chili Pepper song. Off of the Conehead soundtrack.
The movie with the...
Yeah. Yes. It's a super good song, though, man. Like the music video has the Coneheads in it, and it's like a circus and stuff. It's good.
They did their version of Higher Ground for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
Okay.
And that's like the first Chili Pepper song I ever heard. So, super fire to me.
Was that like the 2016-ish?
No. That one was fire, though. It's really slept on, man. That Power Rangers is dope. On that one. No, this is like 90s Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with Tommy. It's my guy's name that killed himself. Man, I can't think of his name. Christian.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, he always preached about men's mental health.
It's no longer June.
No, but he was like one that always preached about it.
It's July 1st now, bro.
Yeah, hey.
We're done with men's mental health.
Well,
it's back to the struggle.
You know, hold on. Gosh, what is this?
I don't know.
Give me a second. Actor Jason David Frank. He was green. He was evil. Oh. But then he flipped and he was the White Ranger, and he had the flute with the dagger.
That White Ranger boy. Hey.
That's who killed himself.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. He was always talking about like how important it was, men's mental health, blah, 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 blah. And then he ended up committing suicide.
Did anybody have any kind of like understanding as to why? What led to that? Or
see, why did he kill himself?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. That White Ranger was tough.
Yeah. For
sure.
So like the lore is, like I said, he was originally green and he was evil. But then he flipped to the light side, and I was really young, so I don't remember why. But there's a lot on his plate.
Wow. Power Rangers, man. They've had so many different versions of that.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And what was really hard in the 2016 one, when you're talking about it, they all like linked up at the end. And like all the Rangers from all the generations came up and kind of had a big meeting. And I don't know, it's fire.
So what you're telling me is Spider-Man bit Power Rangers. The most recent Spider-Man, spoiler if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've still never seen it.
Oh, never mind. Nothing happened. It was terrible.
So he's struggling with mental health issues and depression. And he had been working through marital issues. And they were on a weekend. Him and his wife were on a weekend trip trying to reconcile their relationship.
Did it on the weekend trip?
Yeah, apparently so.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking, dude. That's terrible. Wow.
Yeah.
I wish you had like a banjo playing Gap band.
That's the wrong button. I don't know. Are any of them good? Applause?
Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, man, dude, that is a great. Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
Nah, let's not even say the name of the pod. Let's take the logo off the screen. We are off the rails before we even started, man.
Sorry, not sorry. Or I am sorry. I don't know. He used to say, "And above all, stay calm," and that was his thing, man.
Was that the Power Rangers slogan?
That was Tommy's slogan.
Oh,
the White Ranger. Like he said in the movie. Yeah. They skydived out of an airplane to bring it on, or not bring it on. What did I say? Higher ground.
Yeah.
He skydived with a snowboard, and like that was what he told like the little kid when he landed. I don't know. Super fire.
What about the old G.I. Joe? Knowing is half the battle. That slogan?
No.
Kind of true.
What's better, G.I. Joe or the A-Team? Like, what was more impactful?
Man, you see, I was a child at the time whenever G.I. Joe became like really popular. Okay. So I'm super biased. And I think the A-Team was more geared towards an older audience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's Mr. T in the van and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But G.I. Joe, bro,
that's it?
Like, I'm guessing maybe 83-ish to 87. Bro, chef's kiss.
Really?
Like the figures, the series, super good. Yeah, definitely G.I. Joe in my opinion. I mean, just look at the collectible side of things.
Yeah.
Like you can take, not that everything is about money and what resells and et cetera, but there's something to be said that you have this stuff that's way more desirable than the other item. It lets you know. And I'm almost certain that they pumped out way more Joe stuff than A-Team. So, yeah, that's not even, you almost have to go like G.I. Joe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, Transformers type of thing to get more of a like legitimate comparison or battle, you know?
Well, then let's go with that then. G.I. Joe, Thundercats. One's got to go. One's got to be deleted.
Dude, Thundercats with Mumra?
I don't know. I know. Look, the things I know from back then were He-Man.
Bro. Okay. He-Man over Thundercats.
Okay. So right? Thundercats goes.
Thundercats go.
He-Man versus G.I. Joes.
God, man. I don't even know, bro.
Okay, let's go He-Man versus TMNT, the Turtles. He-Man versus Ninja Turtles.
That's like having to choose a favorite child, man.
All right, let's go He-Man versus Transformers.
I would reluctantly have to give it to Transformers because there's a reason why they're still making 73 films.
Okay, so let's go.
Well, I mean, Michael Bay is printing money with the films.
Yeah.
But like He-Man is super legendary. I probably personally prefer He-Man more so. But Transformers, dude, undeniable. I had all Gen 1. This is super nerdy bag stuff right here, but I had all Gen 1 stuff, which is like super, super expensive, like the
Gen 1
Transformers.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Let me hear your best.
Pretty good, man.
I practice.
I can't do it now.
My problem with the Transformers as a kid was like, I would take them apart and then not really know how to build them like to the next form. I never got the instructions because I'd get them from like garage sales and stuff like that. And I would just get frustrated and they would stay like half built. Like half transformed.
You know what we need to do for an opening scene?
What?
Not that the logo needs to transform into anything, because that might be too much, but like it could fold or unfold or whatever to your thing. That was good.
I've practiced before. It's a lot of it's not like it's not in the throat, it's in the mouth.
All right.
Resume our pause, whatever. Okay, so wait, hold on. Yeah, it's exactly like that. So
hold on, why did you practice that? And what for?
I didn't have a dad.
Okay.
You know?
He was listening to Shania Twain and practicing Transformers.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Hey, man. You're here now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So we've got who's left? So now we got to go TMNT versus Transformers.
My preference is Ninja Turtles, man.
Okay, so then it's got to be Ninja Turtles versus G.I. Joe. One has to go. Who's going? Who's staying?
What? This is all personal preference stuff. So all the guys who are like,
I'm asking you,
stands about things.
I don't care about them.
Yeah. God, dog, man.
But Patrick says goes from this point forward.
Yeah.
This is the lore.
You know, it's tough. Ninja Turtles has had a much longer lifespan than Joe's. You know, they're still current. My youngest son had a whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle phase. He never had a G.I. Joe phase. Like G.I. Joe really kind of died out with an older generation, so it hasn't had that as long lasting impact as Ninja Turtles has. I still probably prefer Joe's though.
Okay.
Just because like that was so much of my earlier childhood, because Joe's existed before Ninja Turtles. Yeah. I mean, not a whole lot longer, but it was first or before it anyway.
G.I. Joe is better than Ninja Turtles to you.
I think so. Just because I loved the cartoon and I had, I mean, so many of the figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's respectable, I think. I would have to put Turtles over everything just because I used to play the game all the way back on the Sega. I had a crush on April growing up.
Of course.
I thought Joey was cool.
Yeah.
Leonardo, like Leo was my guy.
That was your favorite turtle?
Oh, he was blue.
Yeah.
Like he had swords.
Yeah. Mine was Raph, man.
The Raph?
Yeah.
He was like, he's too aggressive with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had anger issues.
Okay. So that makes sense. Yeah. He was like, I don't know. Like, I think I wanted to be like Leo. He was like cool. He was chill. He was collected. He was very thoughtful.
He was the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. I don't know.
I think,
you know, I never had a leader, never had a dad. So, you know what I'm saying?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Donatello is kind of universally the least liked.
Really?
Yeah.
I would like, to me, it would be Michelangelo, like Mikey.
Oh, no, man.
I hated Mikey. He was annoying. Yeah? Probably because I was most like Mikey.
Oh.
So he's just a nutcase.
Yeah.
Okay, so Donatello, that's who you think? Don?
I think Donatello
is the Don, though.
Probably considered the least liked. He had the bow staff.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. Now, I will tell you a cartoon and also a toy line that was super fire and is actually coming back this year. M.A.S.K.
Like the mask?
No, M.A.S.K, like their vehicles transform and they...
Oh, M.A.S.K? Yeah.
But it's like apostrophe. It's
I never knew what that was.
Is that an acronym?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like MASH, but mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super good, dude. Like the stuff that's coming out this year is they're re-releasing it and man, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what they're doing? They're like, okay, the guys who grew up on this stuff are in their probably early 40s to late 40s and have disposable income. So guess what? We're cashing out.
This looks like very G.I. Joe.
It got vibes. Super good though.
This stuff.
Yeah, dude. Let's go.
Which is
that Rhino, the 18-wheeler is the Rhino.
Is this not just Transformers?
Super. I mean, they're giving you elements of G.I. Joe. They're giving you elements of Transformers.
Okay,
yeah,
I see.
The helicopter's the bad dude, the main bad guy.
I hate whenever I get on a website and like I can't just pull up a good picture of them.
Yeah. So I had the entire top row. I had the entire second row.
Firecracker, Gator,
Switchblade, bro. Thunderhawk was like the main good guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like the leader good guy.
Jackhammer,
Jackhammer was fire.
Hurricane.
Dude, the Hurricane was really good. I mean, come on, bro. It's like an old
Impala or
57 Chevy or whatever.
Yeah. This reminds me of like some Twisted Metal stuff. Vampire.
Oh, dude, the Volcano, bro. It was kind of like a monster truck.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you get 2 figures, bro.
Dang.
I mean, a lot of bang for your buck in that one.
Buzzard.
This is way super nerdy.
All right, hold on. Who would I have to pick as a kid? Let's see.
Ooh, they got a Countach?
Stiletto.
Ooh. Was that a chick?
It has to be. Couldn't be a dude named Stiletto.
Hey, you know, it could have been Miami. It could have been, you know what I mean?
You know who I think
something
I would have
different.
picked? Let's see real quick.
Let me do it quick. Which one would you have picked?
That's what I'm trying to figure out real quick. As a kid.
So you're not familiar with this at all?
No.
This is just like blind
picking. Okay. Maybe Buzzard or Meteor. Or what is it? Yeah, Meteor or Buzzard. One of these two.
Okay.
That's what I would have been like towards as a kid. Because you got the little I-Rock right here. Or Z-Rock, whatever it is.
That Manta.
Yeah, but Meteor or Buzzard, I think that's what I'd have to go with.
I did not have Meteor.
Okay.
And that's pretty cool. That's kind of like a much more G.I. Joe-esque. Buzzard, okay, kind of like a little Indy car. I get it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Some of these I'm not even familiar with, but like this is the top 3 rows of the vehicles and the guys, I had all that.
Am I going to get killed in the comments? Like, they're going to be like, bro, you don't know who M.A.S.K is? Like, blah, blah, blah.
No, man. No. I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I mean, there's probably 1% of the people who, even if this makes the cut of the pod, that probably even know what this is. This is real insider baseball stuff.
This is the pod right here. This is it.
This is, oh man. This is what we're cooking with today.
Yeah, we're talking about M.A.S.K. You know, like I don't want to get into the Diddy trial. I don't want to get into your man Kanye.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. So we're talking about M.A.S.K. and whatnot.
I mean, we could talk sneaker news with Brendan Dunn, TJs.
Okay, so before we get into that, what you got on your feet? Tell them about it.
Oh, hey, AirTech Challenge 2, Hot Lava.
Them hot boys.
This is for sure. The block's hot, man. And this is the 2014 pair.
The Lava Steppers.
And they look every bit of 2014 in the absolute best way possible. Like, this is, you know, that's why I have kind of a love-hate relationship with the pre-aged stuff that Nike does and has been real popular for them. Because I'm like, look, just give me the shoe and let me wear it for a decade. Because I've been wearing these for 11 years. And
I was just about to say, like, I was thinking in my head, I was like, man, that was only like 4 years ago. They're kind of cooked. And I was like, wait, that was 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Dang.
In the wear and the age of it, it's like, I mean, you really have to wear them to get that patina.
Yeah.
You know? So what about you, man?
You earn your stripes is what you're saying.
Of course. As always.
I got the best leather Jordan 1s of all time. Maybe. Like I said, they talk about the shattered backboards and whatnot, but some of the leather's good on that. The other leather's plastic coated, but this is a light fusion reds. I think I've worn them on here before. Laced up all the way to the top. That's how Jordan did it.
Top.
That's how Jordan did it. That's how I do it. Like I said, I paid for all the lace holes. I'm going to use all the lace holes.
Goat.
Big stain right here because I wear them. Yeah. You know, like I crease them up, crease them up, crease them down. When it's the good leather, it don't matter. You know,
that is really good supple leather.
It's full leather, the entire shoe. There's no plastic coating, no plastic anywhere on the shoe. Super nice, all dyed leather. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Sleeper pair, like $80.
So what you're telling me, 10 toes down, better leather than shattered backboards 1.0.
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
People just say that, but they don't really understand what they're talking about when they're talking about what's good leather versus what's not. People like, they just put it in their hand. They're like, oh, this is tumbled leather. This is blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people don't realize that tumbled leather most of the time on Jordans is just stamped leather. Like what an actual tumbled leather is supposed to be is not going to be that very uniform pattern. It should be thrown in basically a rock tumbler with rocks, and it tumbles the leather, breaks down a lot of the fibers, loosens it up, and that pattern is always going to be random. what they do, like I said, is they stamp that print on there, and people are like, "Oh, this tumble leather, it's so nice, it's blah blah blah," or they're, "Oh, the leather's so durable, this and that and that and this." But like real leather, like if you pick up these shoes, the big way to tell if your shoes are real leather or not is like if you can see where it's an unfinished edge, if you see some fibers in there, that's real leather. Another thing is if you put it up close to your face, you can actually see the pores of the leather. And if you take your fingernail and rub it on those pores, and those pores open, because people forget that leather's skin. If they move, that's real leather. And if they don't, that's fake leather. So a lot of Jordans are decent leather, but then they coat it with that plastic coating on top and paint that. But this is dyed leather all the way through. Really good stuff. Not a single piece of plastic on this shoe. Not the toe box, not the mud guard, not the wings, not anything. Super fire.
I've always liked them, man. People hated on them.
The McDonald's, the
Ronald McDonald's,
Hawks, whatever. And I like the colorway.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite pickups that I've had over the years.
It's a good pair, man.
It's just no one wears them. I bought them for retail when they came out. I was excited to get them. They came with 4 laces. Like, we don't get that on the nice Jordans that people want. So, whatever.
Man,
cool stuff.
You get the quality leather that you love. Mm-hmm. You get to get in your contrarian bag.
Yeah.
You know, it checks off all the boxes.
It kind of like, it's like if I wear my pants down, it gives me like, if I uncuff my pants more, it gives me kind of like Chicago vibes from the front, but kind of like a pretty version of it, you know?
Yeah.
And then it gives me just a little orange hit that goes with a lot. Like I wear them in the winter, spring, summer. I wear them all the time. I think they're going on like 3 years now, and I beat them and I don't clean them.
Yeah.
So they go.
Awesome, man.
Not
so we got kind of the bright side of things, man. You know,
Mr. Brightside, you know?
That's it.
Speaking of Mr. Brightside, how you like that transition? What is going on with 2J's Kicks and Shoe Surgeon? I can't say that word.
Yeah.
Shoe Surgeon?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, apparently it was a business partnership gone bad.
Okay.
So, look, I know I've listened to all the details, but I don't know if I can communicate them clearly as they should be, you know. But from what I gather, 2J's was in a position to where he wanted to bring the shoe surgeon on. That is a difficult thing to say.
Yeah. Onto Urban Necessities.
Yeah. Kind of as like, hey, help us bear this burden, help us expand, et cetera, et cetera. And lo and behold, through the contract that was signed, he realized that he had got pushed out as a decision-making partner, but still bore all the legal liability. So the financial burden of the place, if something went awry, it was on him and no one else, type of thing. And I know there's been a lot of chatter in regards to like, man, how could you sign such a bad contract?
Right.
This is what I'll say to that. Whenever you think you're friends with somebody and you think that, hey, this isn't going to fail, we've been succeeding, we're going to expand, this is going to go to the moon. You know, contracts exist when relationships break up.
Yeah.
And whenever businesses fail. That's the existence of a contract. Because when everything works out, you don't even have to worry about it.
It's like a prenup.
Yeah. So for him, I'm sure he thought, dude, we're going to the moon with this thing. We're going to go out to Saudi Arabia, which they did. We're going to try to get, I was listening to an interview with him today. He was trying to get into almost every major mall in America.
Wow.
So
2J's was?
Yeah. And he brought in, his wife was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So he was going through that process.
Yeah.
And he was bringing on what he considered, I guess, a personal friend and also someone whose business was thriving as well.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, it seemed like a match made in heaven and like superpowers coming together.
Right, right.
And it just, you know, I don't know what their financials were. I know that place in Caesar's Palace had to be ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. I mean, then the shoe market's kind of crashing as it is. Then, Shoe Surgeon going through the lawsuit that he had to settle with Nike for an undisclosed amount too. And then for y'all that don't know, he was basically flipping, I guess, Nike's designs, like trying to do them more in an upscale, snakeskin, customizing shoes, but then selling them off as his own product. Yeah. He was thinking he was doing enough to change it up, but it's kind of the same situation they have with Bape, where it's like, no, you're still using our IP, even though you're making them by hand. It's just bootlegs, essentially, which I never understood. Like, why were his bootlegs okay?
Bape?
No, shoe surgeon.
I think that they let him rock for as long as they would let him.
Well, I mean, like the people in general, like a lot of like celebrities and stuff loved his shoes. Yeah. People online were going crazy, but essentially he was just making bootlegs.
There's something to be said. There's something to be said about being at the right place at the right time. He was really the first guy who captured that zeitgeist. You know, the first guy who really came in and did customs on that level and was able to leverage that. And he became the go-to dude. He became like the Coca-Cola of doing that. So I'll be honest, man.
Ugly.
I do not like customs.
What about his?
I mean, no. Respectfully. This is what I'll say. He's talented.
Oh, for sure.
And he has craftsmanship. Mm-hmm. But nah, man. Come on. You are making bootleg Nikes, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like...
And how were you gonna think that Nike wasn't gonna come for you, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they do. Now they you know,
they let him cook for a while.
They let him cook for a while, and also they kind of like softballed Bape, but that's a little more political.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, man. Look at this. I mean, the quality and the craftsmanship is there, but like, why would I do that? You know what I would have done back in the day? It no longer exists. But at 21 Mercer, the Nike Lab location in New York,
which is now Louis V.
Well, no, it doesn't exist anymore.
That's old Nike Town. Yeah.
Dude, you used to be able to make bespoke Air Max 1s and bespoke Air Force 1s. Dude, with uber premium materials, one of one, super quality. It was like $1,500.
Yeah.
But dude, this guy's stuff is more expensive than that. Why wouldn't I just go to Nike Lab?
Yeah, for sure.
Back whenever it was available. And it's an official Nike product.
Are we signing up for this?
Nah.
These go yards are kind of hard. Kind of like these.
Hey, I mean, I see what he was doing with it.
Yeah.
And if you're watching this and you're a fan of customs, be a fan of customs. That's fine. I'm not saying that it's wrong for you to like something that you like.
This is from June.
All I'm saying is I'm not a big custom fan.
Yeah, apparently Goyard was suing him too.
Well, I mean,
that's different.
Yeah.
So no customs for you?
Nah, man.
I like the idea of like doing it yourself. Like if you're going to take a shoe and you're customizing it yourself, kind of like you said, with like your lace swaps or pulling off your patches and stuff like that. I like that, but that's very much like the DIY aspect of me, like growing up skateboarding, having to fix my shoes with like a shoe glue or a shoe goo or duct tape or anything like that, or just drawing on them, customizing them. That was the cool emo punk thing to do. So I like that aspect of it, but like buying a custom shoe from someone that like painted a Air Force One or something like that, it's not for me. Like I'd rather just get a colorway that I liked. Now, if I was to take it and rework it myself, I would like it. But that's me putting in the effort to changing it. That's like me cropping a shirt. That's something I'm doing. But
no, I think the self customization, like putting your own spin on it, is super cool.
Yeah.
And those guys who had the whole run where they would put the roses on the white Air Force Ones and stuff like that, that wasn't like bad for them if they enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is like, and then from the secondary perspective, like buying a custom to sell a custom, it's a nightmare, man. The only custom that ever came into my store where I was like, you know what, I'm interested in this. A dude came in with a dunk that he painted like fried chicken, and it was a Popeyes dunk with the logo on the side and everything.
That's kind of hard.
Yeah, it was fire. And one of the homies owns the most Popeyes in the South, like one of my partners. And so I hit him up and I was like, yo, what about this? Da, da, da. And it was his size.
Yeah.
But the guy, he paid a lot for it.
Oh,
he paid like $600 for this thing to be customized.
Oh, he paid someone to make them.
Yeah. So the dollars didn't make sense. So my buddy couldn't purchase it. I mean, he could. He had the bread, but he just didn't want to.
For something that he's going to put on a shelf, probably. Yeah. Like, you wouldn't wear that.
No.
Unless he was opening up maybe a new Popeyes location or something.
Bro, how hard would that be?
Yeah.
But then they changed their logo.
Oh, that is true.
So they went to the weird looking abstract chicken.
What you think about the new chicken?
Trash.
That looks like some millennial design, like simplified.
It's trash. Not good, man.
It's bad.
Can we get away from minimalism?
Flat design.
Can we get away from that?
That's what they call it. That's what it's called. Yeah.
I mean,
well, okay. So Apple's bringing back SKU. No, they're not bringing back skeuomorphism, but they're bringing back what you want to call it, Future Aero.
What's that? The clear plastics?
Yeah, stuff? Clear plastics. Windows XP era, where like things are bubbly and they look like what they are. The design that everything now is minimized. The reason it's so boring is not because it's simple. It's because all design right now is what they call flat design. So it's just 2D. That's it.
Yeah.
Like when you think of Netflix, Pringles, everything, it's just flat designs. There's no depth to it. And so there's no shading. There's no anything like that. And we need to land somewhere back in the middle. Now, like it used to be crazy. You remember how like nutty things were?
Yeah.
And then flat design was kind of a way to get away from all that stuff. But now it's just everything's too tame and minimal, like you say.
Like when we went to McDonald's.
Yes.
And they kind of changed the interior and they had that super weird seat with the
post in
post right by it.
So their aesthetic was
what was that?
World Village Coffee House, I think is what they refer to that as. Where it's like, let me pull up some examples of that.
It was harken back to an older design language.
Yeah. So,
but dude, all that flat, super minimal stuff. Like I was watching there's this real estate dude that I watch on YouTube, and he goes through like really, really, really expensive homes. I'm talking like $50 million, $60 million homes. And he was in this beautiful place in Dubai. Bro, everything was just flat and stale. And
yeah.
I was like,
and then they call that
it was nice, but
so this is Global Village Coffee House, not World Village Coffee House.
Kind of tomato.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. It's very much like this aesthetic. Like
that old Pizza Hut, man.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah. They call what you're talking about like millennial beige.
Yeah, dude.
And where just like everything is super stagnant and
so
stale.
Gross.
But I think it's like I said, and a lot of things does get blamed on millennials, but it's because, again, I don't really know where to put myself between that and Gen Z. But when we were growing up, everything was nutty. Like we grew up with the beginning of the internet where it was like just people were still, and people don't even understand this now, but people were hosting their own websites on their home computers. Like, so you had to log in essentially into their system to get on their website. And like, we're coming from the MySpace days where like you could customize everything. So we just went nuts. And then advertising went nuts. It was crazy. Nothing had like any design flow or language. It was just throwing things at the wall. And then I think somehow we went in that direction to where we were just like, okay, let's tame things down. And we rode that for way too long. We've been on this road for, it feels like 20 years now.
A long time, man.
Like Pepsi redesigning the logo and Coca-Cola, like everything's simple now, which is interesting. I read like Pepsi's old logo. There's like a 20-page PDF leaked that I read through one time just on one of those hyperfixation moments. And it is like, they get into the details of like Fibonacci sequence in the logo and like it makes you think that you want a beverage. They get into some weird like mind control stuff with the logo. I don't know if somebody was just like marketing, like some logo marketing team was just selling them on it and they just spammed it.
It was cooking it up.
But they were doing the science on that.
You know, nothing's wrong with a simple logo if it makes sense.
Yeah.
But like this kind of heartless, soulless stuff.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. When it first hit, and it was very contrary.
So clean, so simple.
Yeah. But like you said, we've been at this for like 2 decades. And at this point, it's like, man, give me some color, or something.
And it was surprising to see that like throwback global whatever Village Coffee House, whatever I want to say, World Village Coffee House at McDonald's, because I was like, McDonald's has been, from when we were growing up, there was like the places were in there.
Yeah,
they had all the color. They had Game Cubes, and then it was like nothing. Like everything was gray concrete. You know, like you remember the Wendy's inside, outside, inside patio,
the day room area.
Yeah, the day room. Like bring that back. Bring back the yellow boxes of on everything.
The Wendy's day room.
Is that what you call it? The day room.
Yeah.
That's better than the outside, inside, outside.
I knew what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
I knew what you're saying, man. Look, I think I watched a whole like kind of mini doc on why McDonald's and a lot of these other fast food chains have gone the way they have aesthetically. And it has more to do with real estate than it does the actual restaurant. Because if you look at Taco Bell, for instance, most of them are still a little more on the bombastic side, the colorful side, etc.
Baja Blast, baby.
I'm saying, because they're not looking at it from just a strictly real estate perspective. Mm-hmm. Because Ray Cook or Ray Kroc, who bought McDonald's, he said that he was in the real estate business. He wasn't in the hamburger business. Because like McDonald's owned all the real estate where their locations were.
Okay.
And so one of the reasons why this last 20 years worth of generation of McDonald's became so bland, it was because like, well, hey, if this goes south, we can always repurpose this for something else. We could always turn this into a different type of space and building. And that's why it was so cookie cutter and bland.
So they got away from the big golden arches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the one that's genius but annoying? Have you ever seen the one in Arizona, the McDonald's in Arizona?
What's it look like?
It's the only McDonald's without yellow arches. They have a color law somewhere out there.
I've seen this.
So it's like the only one that's like this in the world, apparently. Something about, if I remember correctly, the yellow is, I don't know if it's protected or if they have beautification laws or something like that. So it had to be turquoise.
Hey.
And so this is the only one in the world that's like this. But yeah, I mean, what you're saying totally makes sense, because even if somebody was to buy this building, you just take the M off and it's not like it's...
Yeah, you can make it 10 different things. Yeah.
You know?
And that's still tame.
That's pretty tame, yeah.
You know?
It's not this. My guy right here.
Hey.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool. I've actually seen that McDonald's.
Oh, really?
With the turquoise joint.
Yeah. That's pretty
And
sick.
it makes sense for where it's at, because it has that whole southwest vibe, and turquoise is definitely in that lane.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious about it. Let me see. What is the exact reason why? It's McDonald's in Arizona has the only teal arches in the world. And it's a popular tourist stop. Yeah, but I want to see why. Okay, so the trick is skip 2-3 paragraphs in.
Yeah.
And then you'll get to the actual, see? What does the blue McDonald's mean?
They got to get their words for Google searches.
I was going to say, this is a tip for y'all. If you're ever trying to research something or look into something, the trick is just skip like 2 or 3 paragraphs and then you'll actually get what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But it says it's basically all about aesthetics and preserving the natural beauty of the area, as Sedona is famous for a stunning landscape. And okay, that's basically what I said, but I was just kind of curious.
It's crazy how people learned how to manipulate Google searches, and they just cooked in a whole bunch of additional words because Google searches favor those formats.
It's like hashtags. Yeah.
It's so much filler.
Yeah.
That's why that's why chat's on one.
Shout out to chat.
And they on that neck, bro. For real.
Put on it.
I'm saying.
All right. So I'm wearing the McDonald's. We got to the McDonald's.
Yes, sir.
That's full circle, I think. What were we talking about with shoes?
I think we got into the whole 2J's thing, And that remains to be seen. I know that he pulled up on Urban Necessities and was like live streaming himself there.
Oh, wow.
And it was
on his Kaisenat?
It was kind of crash out-ish.
Oh, that's never good.
If you ask me. Now, don't get me wrong. He wasn't like belligerent.
Yeah.
But it to me, it kind of gave like, oh man. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. And then on a lighter note, I guess this is good news. I think he would say it is. Brendan Dunn going to StockX, man.
My boy.
What do you think about that?
Brendan Dunn has been the reason I still tune into Complex for anything sneaker related.
So he's your preferred talking head out of the three.
For sure. So, I mean, Joe's respectable for sure. Everybody knows his face and knows his name, but I feel like he's a little too clean cut for my liking.
Okay.
If I had to pick someone, you'd be Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he works with so many brands that he's very careful about his thoughts.
Gotcha.
And I'm just like, I want to, and I have to bring it back down.
Yeah.
But I want to just scream out like, I hate this. This is ugly. This is stupid. And that's what I like about Brendan Dunn is he's pretty bashful. He's quick to drop leaks. He tells and he says what he thinks. He's not like the full hater that Welty is, but I love Welty too.
Yeah.
That's why I like all three of them together. And even whenever it was Full Size Run, like I love that with Trinidad James too. But I don't know. Plus he's got the mustache. He's fly dude. I don't know. Cool guy.
Yeah, on the hater level, Joe is least.
Yeah.
Brennan's next, and Welty is definitely. Yeah, for sure.
So maybe that's the better way of putting it. You find a way to like appreciate something in everything. And I don't take the time for that. I see something and I'm like, no, that's stupid. I hate it. And you're funny. Like, well, like, look how they did the strap.
There's some of the.
Yeah.
Some of it's good. Some
I think
of it's
you're more
redeemable.
careful. And I'm trying to get that way. I'm trying not to go full Welty. But, everyone has their place there for sure.
Yeah.
I think he's doing something with like customer relationships with StockX right now or something like that. That's where he got signed on to. And look, they need it.
Yeah.
They really need it.
Yeah.
There was a point where they were here. And then I feel like in the last couple of years, they're way down here to where people are buying things off of GOAT and everything else just because they're less or not as trustworthy now and things like that. And that's why you need to buy your shoes locally. At the Heat Academy or online at
theheatacademy.store.
Theheatacademy.store.
Look, guys, if you want to buy something, you can buy it on the website. You can come and pick it up here, or we can ship it to you. If you have something to sell, man, pull up and let us cash you out. We'll set an appointment. It could be new shoes, pre-owned shoes, bricks. It could be bangers, vintage clothing, streetwear, collectibles. We have 200 cassettes in the waiting room right now to go through it. A bunch of good stuff. So we have a space where you can pull up, bring your stuff, get cashed out. And it's AC. It's in the thick of the summertime, man. You don't have to pull up at a parking lot or somewhere and sweat. You can come in here, climate controlled environment.
Do you have a public restroom? Or not public, but for customers?
Oh, if you're coming here to pick up a purchase or to sell something, absolutely.
And you're working on getting the Diet Coke dispenser, right? Or Dude, Coke Zero dispenser.
Look, let that money flow through a little more, and we might have Coke Zero soda fountain up in here, bro.
Yeah, he sent me
on the wall.
He sent me something today, and it was like, or yesterday, and it was like, when I win the lottery or something like that, it won't be obvious signs, but there will be signs. And it was like somebody installed like a soda fountain in their house. And I texted and I was like, oh yeah, for sure. And then he hit me back. He was like, but all Coke Zero. So that'd be
hard though.
Like Mr. Deeds, whenever he put Hawaiian Punch in his water fountain. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Oh yeah.
Adam Sandler. Yeah. But it's just Coke Zero. Hey, I'd stop in for that.
Dude.
Maybe that's the thing.
A good soda fountain, man. Coke.
What do you prefer? Soda fountain or a bottle? I know it's two different vibes. Or do you like a can? Three totally different vibes.
If the fountain is right, like they got the science down.
Yeah.
Absolutely fountain, bro.
Because it is a science. Like the people from Coke have to come and like they have it almost looks like they're testing the pool for chlorine and stuff like that. He's got this little jig and like he puts it in the middle and then it splits it and he's measuring. I don't know. And some people definitely don't have it right.
Have you ever seen the science as to why McDonald's Coke is quote unquote the best?
So
there's a whole deep dive behind that.
I remember like reading something on it, but then I also been told that it's nothing different, but there's something different. So what is it? Do you remember?
It has something to do with the ratio, how it's served up. They have a additional step that most other places don't. I watched it a long time ago, but I remember going into this rabbit hole of like Coke at McDonald's, and I was like, okay, because I mean they're a big distributor of that. They're probably the biggest distributor of Coca-Cola, actually, maybe in the world.
So it says that the main thing they do differently is they store the syrup in stainless steel, and so they also chill the syrup.
That's what it is.
Which
it's the chill.
It helps. This says it helps retain the carbonation, but that's a whole totally separate thing.
That's what it was.
It says, chat's saying that McDonald's has its own specific water to syrup ratio too, optimized for ice melting. I don't know if they're allowed to do that, but the big one is stainless steel tanks and then pre-chilled syrup and water. There's a lot of people that y'all work in the service industry. We know we put them boxes on the shelf, and then they just sit there on that shelf, room temperature. And I'm gonna be honest. Look, I've been in the service industry, not anymore, but I was there for like 10 years. We don't really clean them soda machines. Them soda machines really don't get cleaned that well.
They get pretty gnarly.
Yeah. Yeah. That mold and black mold. And you got to think like all that syrup that comes from there. Like most people will pull off the nozzles and pull off the little aerators that go inside the nozzle and just like put them in a little thing of like hot water or soda water or something like that. But the actual machine itself, no. So I'm just letting y'all know.
Man, I bet you have a bunch of stories from the service industry.
Yeah, too many.
Yeah.
But I'm still eating out because I just know it's like things happen. I mean, it's whatever. It hasn't hurt me yet. I remember growing up whenever like the whole like myth or theory that like people were spitting your food or like spilling you tomato. And I know a lot of people to this day, that's why they don't like tomatoes. Like they swear someone spits on their I've
never
burger.
Even heard that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you like tomatoes?
Yeah, I like tomatoes.
Yeah, me too.
What's your favorite tomato?
Man, I'm not like that much of a connoisseur.
Oh, mine would be a Roma tomato.
Roma's good. Cherry. The little joints.
In a salad.
Yeah.
But like if I had to pick one, definitely don't give me a beefsteak. It's just big.
Yeah.
Nasty. Give me the Roman tomatoes if I only had to pick one. Yeah, that's mine.
For sure.
There's a lot. I'm sure like I know like my boy, he's got a tomato garden where he's like importing tomato seeds from Japan and somewhere in Asia. He's going crazy. So if you're listening, shout out to Ben.
How many species of tomatoes are there?
1,567. That's my guess. What's yours?
1,500. Wow. That's a lot, man. But it could seem to be true. I'm going to say under a ban.
Okay, I'm going over. You're going under. So tomatoes are known as Solanum lycopersilium or lycopt. Can I pull it up? You need to read this. You have a much higher education than me, right? How would you say this? Solanum
lycopersicum.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
But over 10,000.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. There are over 10,000 variations of species.
That's crazy, man.
That is pretty dang crazy.
10,000.
Yeah, that's way more than I thought. Yeah, tomato, man. Can we pronounce that?
Tomatoes are good, man. Where do you rank ketchup and condiments, man?
Just like raw ketchup, regular ketchup.
Yeah.
Like I can't have my Whataburger spicy ketchup. Just regular ketchup.
Dude, Whataburger ketchup's fire, bro.
Oh yeah, the spicy ketchup.
The regular and spicy. I'm kind of like, we ended up getting a 3-pack from the store.
Yeah.
And 1 pack was regular and the 2 packs were spicy. And we just had so much of it. Like I'm kind of cool on the spicy.
No.
But it's good. But ketchup as a whole, even low tier, high tier on the condiment ranking.
Okay.
What do you think?
So you throw out Hunt's, right? Because Hunt's is trash. So Heinz at least, or just non-brand ketchup, as long as it's not Hunt's. For whatever reason, Hunt's is disgusting to me. It's probably top tier, I think.
You think it's S tier? Like it's
yeah, it's S tier for sure. Now, like I'm very particular. Like don't refrigerate. Don't give me cold ketchup. I will not eat it. That's like F tier, D tier. Like that's terrible. I want room temperature ketchup. I don't care if they say it's bad. I open the ketchup up. I used to have two. When I used to live with my old partner, we'd have one in the fridge for her and one in the cabinet for me.
Yeah.
She finally came around to it and understood that my way was better. But there's nothing worse than you pull out the hot tater tots out the oven or the air fryer and then you putting them in your cold ketchup. Disgusting. Absolutely gross.
I go both ways, pause. But I do actually prefer the room temperature.
Yeah.
If I had the option to choose.
Okay. You got to get two. Be a man and get two ketchups in your household.
Because think about it.
Put your foot down.
Like you said, at the restaurant, it's at the table.
It's at the table.
It's room temp.
Yeah.
Now, maybe to shoot some bell towards the people who do put it in the fridge and prefer that.
Hey.
Maybe the thought process is, well, it won't it won't stick around on that table too long because so many people are using it.
I get it.
So it doesn't have the time to go bad, like talking about. I prefer room temp.
Yeah.
You know who has really good ketchup?
Who?
There's a little burger joint off of Garfield called Gary's.
Okay. I don't know. Put me on.
Dude, the ketchup that they use, I don't know if I can tell the secret, bro. I mean, I feel like the owner told me, but can I, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a Patreon.
Okay.
But they put an additional, they put a little extra sauce on it that it, and when you taste it, it has that little extra hit.
Y'all mean in there.
I'm saying. But those burgers, Gary's off of Garfield, super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more ketchup fact. Heinz owns that color red for the bottles.
Wow, what?
So it's supposed to match the ketchup color perfectly. So what used to happen is Heinz was the more expensive ketchup. So the restaurants would use all the Heinz, then refill the Heinz bottles with cheaper ketchup. So then they patented that color, or I don't know, whatever you do with, I don't know, color laws, copyrighted, whatever, however Tiffany did it. And it's obvious if someone else's ketchup is in their bottle.
Yeah.
Because their ketchup is slightly different color than everybody else's.
That is a finesse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if there's something to be finessed, someone is definitely going to find it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like, that's been a big, like, scare. Like, when I used to go to casinos a lot, I used to drink, like, whiskey. I don't know. I thought I was being cool. And I'd always ask for Jameson because it was smooth. And there's so many times that they would like get a bottle, look like Jameson and pour it and you drink it. And it's definitely not. So like that's another big scare in the bar industry, which is like super illegal too.
I bet.
Like putting, you know, something that's high class in a low class or vice versa, putting something low class in a high class bottle. Not that Jameson is expensive, but it's just, I don't know. So ketchup. Yeah. So even if it's the glass bottle, the label on it would be exactly the same color as the ketchup. So you'll be able to tell.
That's smart. Hey, like, you know, bars are doing that. I mean, I'm not saying any local bars, but you know that exists for sure.
Do you want Casamigos and they pour in who knows what they're pouring?
What do you, how do you feel about Heinz 57?
It's okay. It's good. Yeah. It's good on chicken. I like it on chicken. Like, it's really good marinade. Yeah. Like, if you want to marinate something and you don't have, like what I used to marinate my chicken in, like a balsamic vinaigrette, if you don't have something like that or Italian dressing, Heinz 57 is great. I like it better than A1. It's still kind of got that tang to it, but it's better. It's good on a chicken sandwich. What about you?
So you're not A1 since day one?
No.
Okay.
No, definitely not. It's okay. I like A1 on a potato, strangely enough.
Okay. Like a baked potato.
Yeah, yeah. And Lee and Perrins is not really good to me.
You don't like the Worcestershire sauce?
Worcester.
Yeah.
Worcestershire. No.
Winchester?
Yeah, Winchester. Now, tartar sauce.
Bro.
That's the gas.
We were talking about this the other day.
And cocktail sauce.
Yeah.
Delicious. I don't like cocktail shrimp, but I like cocktail sauce.
Yeah.
That's my stuff right there.
For sure. We had a whole conversation of like our 5 favorite condiments.
Yeah.
And kind of your sleeper was tartar sauce. And I was like, that's a good one, man.
Yeah.
You know, I chose obviously the big 3, ketchup, mustard, mayo. But then I went barbecue sauce and soy sauce.
Yeah, that's a different one.
I use a lot of
Respect
it,
for that.
So
yeah.
But tartar sauce, man. I like the filet of fish at McDonald's.
I haven't had it in years because it's just gotten so expensive. Like it used to be like one of the cheaper things on the menu. I feel like the meal. Now it's one of the most expensive things, and it's tiny. So it's like
fast food has gotten expensive. It's no longer a cheap option.
No, it's ridiculous. Like you can't any like medium combo at McDonald's. And look, I eat a lot of McDonald's. I'm the one that should know. You're not paying less than like $9.80 out the door for any combo, which is crazy because like back in the day when it was cheap, it was like $6.75.
Yeah.
Then it was like $7 something, $8 something, and now it's like $10 no matter what you get. And it's like McDouble is like $2.50 now. Hot and spicy's like the same thing.
The McDouble's $2.50?
Yeah, something stupid like that. And that's like before taxes. That's just the menu price. So back in the day, it used to be the dollar menu.
Goated.
But when you was coming up, what did it cost? Because my mom used to talk a lot about Cokes being a nickel or a quarter. Yeah. I think she was at the quarter age. And I was like, ain't no way. Like,
no, that's for real. I mean, I wasn't alive at that time, but that was a real thing.
Because like I remember back in high school, Coke was $1.25, $1.50 for a bottle, like a 16-ounce bottle. Now it's almost $3.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you remember what the prices were back in the day.
Oh, it was crazy. Super inexpensive.
Yeah.
Taco Bell, Burger King, McDonald's. Like I showed something to Esther last night.
Yeah.
And it was this was like 1991. 2 6-piece chicken nuggets.
Okay.
A quarter pounder, a Big Mac, a fry, a Coke, and something else. And it was like $12.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Adjusted for inflation, was that cheap back then or was that still expensive?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Yeah.
Not a good point of reference for me, you know?
Yeah.
I do remember being able to go to where I lived in Lafayette. I had some woods behind my home.
Yeah.
And I could walk through the woods, and on the other side of the woods was the Burger King that used to be on Pinhook. So we would scrape.
That's like some Bridge to Terabithia stuff or something like that. Like
I don't even know what that is.
It's a sad movie, but like they go through the woods and find this magic place. But you went through the woods
and went to BK
and went to find the Burger King on the other end.
And what's funny is like we'd scrape together money, and we would get like croissants for below $2. Bacon, egg, and cheese croissant, which if you ask me, Burger King, the Whopper is undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
And
whatever they paint on that burger, whatever they do to it.
Chef's
I heard they spray paint them, but whatever they do, like they give it the line of the Beijing on the burger.
Put the Beijing on the burger.
Yeah. I heard that's what they do, but I don't care.
It's delicious,
the grill marks, whatever. Yeah, way better than that square meat that Wendy's has. Yeah. Way better than that mince meat that McDonald's has. Taco Bell is only like 80% beef or something like that, 20% seasoning.
Bro, Taco Bell's been kicking their butts, man. Like if you look at the financials for all the fast food chains, like their earnings is down, except for Taco Bell. Why?
Because it's expensive too.
Well, they went into the whole, like, they had these deals where it's like $5 for da-da-da-da-da. And they did these discount deals, and they've been smoking everybody's boots behind that.
Those people come and get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's another thing. I went get the number one at Taco Bell, which is like 3 crunchy tacos and a drink.
Okay.
That's like $10 now.
Wow. Oh.
It's
crazy. You know what I like?
What?
It's kind of gross. I like the Mexican pizza combo.
I never had that. It looked like something I would never like. Is it soggy, balls?
It shouldn't be.
Okay.
I will say this. There's a Taco Bell in town that you definitely don't want to get that from.
Which one's that one?
Because the...
I was going to mute the mic, but I got you.
So it can be made badly.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. But if it's made correctly, it's gas.
Okay.
But yeah, if I get a combo, that's what I usually do. Otherwise, I just do like a la carte.
Yeah. What's the best thing on the menu? Is it that?
Oh, man.
To me, it's the crunchy taco.
No, for sure not. Definitely not the Mexican pizza. I like gorditas.
What is a gordita?
Is the gordita the fried one, or is that the chalupa?
The chalupa is like the fried taco.
The chalupa is the hitter for sure.
What is a chalupa? Yeah,
but delicious.
Delicious. Sometimes when I go to, okay, this is the chalupa. Let me pull it up. Sometimes when I go to like Chinese buffets, I feel like a kid. I'm like, man, I'm just eating like different types of fried chicken, but it's good. So like this is apparently like more of an authentic chalupa. This right here, this kind of flat, like flauta, not a flauta, but whatever you call that. But
almost
Taco
like
Bell,
a tostada.
Yeah, I guess so.
My Mexican friends are going to cook me, man.
Yeah, it looks like a tostada. It's kind of the same thing. Now, what about a chimichanga?
It's like a
fried burrito.
Basically, a fried burrito.
Super good.
Dude, you know what is the GOAT Chinese buffet, man?
What's that?
Peking, Creswell Lane, Opelousas.
Okay.
Peking, Laurel Ave, Eunice.
Okay, so
it's
Peking.
The same thing, but it's fire.
Wow.
That's the joints right there.
I've always scared every time I go to a Chinese buffet.
Yeah.
To get the I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but the Mongolian grill.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I think Mongolian's like, I don't know if that's acceptable.
I don't know. Hey, definitely don't mean any ill will for sure.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, I didn't say.
Did you ever go to Chungking in Times Square Plaza?
No.
It was a Chinese buffet.
Where Louisiana po' boy is?
Yes. The same shopping center.
One of the best po' boy places for me in Lafayette.
But where Blue Basil is at the corner of that?
Yeah. Before that
used to be Chungking. Bro. If anybody remembers Chungking, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't remember it, but the Mongolian grill, you know what I'm talking about? Where you put everything in the
They have one at Chungking.
And you give it to them. I'm always scared to do it. I don't know why.
Why?
Because I'm like, is this extra? Is it not extra? But then I'm also like, everything's raw. And you got to like scoop up the raw chicken and put the raw chicken in your plate with the raw egg, with the raw vegetables. Then you got to hand it to them. Then I'm like, are they using the same plate to put my food back on after I give it to them? Then if like, this is what I think about.
Oh,
you're
like, doing the science.
Then I'm like, am I putting raw chicken on this plate? And then y'all take that chicken, cook it, and then put it back on my same plate? Is that what's going on?
That's gross, dude.
I've
never thought about that.
That's all I could think about. And I'm like, I can't eat it. I would have to like watch them do it or like take my plate back. I don't know. I don't like the way it's set up. It doesn't make sense. Like it should be like Subway. I should tell you like, hey, this. And then I would tip you because there's always a little tip jar. Yeah. Right. But it's just like put everything in a plate, hand them the plate, then they're going to call you. How do I know you're using a new plate?
And bro, what if you're like 6 or 7 in line and it's just been sitting there?
That's another thing too. Dude, it's just raw chicken that sits out. I'm scared of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mess with it.
I think
it's weird.
You have changed my mind about Mongolian grills.
It's weirdest thing, the weirdest concept. Like imagine you go to Subway and it's just raw meat sitting right next to the raw vegetables because it's always sitting right next to the raw vegetables. Yeah. Like, would you want that?
It makes dude, you might have $1 million idea here. I'm sure someone's doing it somewhere, but it makes way more sense to say, hey, I want da 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 da, and they serve it straight on the hot plate. Yeah. And then give it to you on a plate. Like the idea of putting the raw
on the same plate.
Insane.
It's gross.
I've never thought about that.
That's like literally all I could think about every time. So I just stay away from it.
Yeah.
I stay away from it.
I don't blame you. I'm done with Mongolian grills now, man.
I've done like I've done like eggs and the vegetables before, but I've never put protein in it. Just to be scared. Just to be safe. But then it's like, what am I doing? Like just leave it. Just don't even mess with it. It's weird. Super weird.
Is this the Mongolian grill episode?
This is Mongolian grill for sure.
Yeah.
But I gotta clean up the other word I said. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. After that, I don't know. Is that it?
I guess so, man.
Oh, well.
I mean, there is some sneaker news in regards to releases.
Yeah.
Aqua 8s
with the patch.
Knocking on the door with the patch.
Are you going to do the patch on the underwear? Or are you going to wear the underwear on top of your pants? No, then you got to chop up a brand new shoe. And we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Man, I mean, it depends on what kind of traction this episode gets, maybe.
Okay, one day, 100,000 likes.
Hey, put it
on in the underpants. For 100,000 likes?
Hey, it was...
If it hits 100,000 likes, would you not...
It was in briefs, bro. Like, it was tidy whities.
For 100,000 likes, I'm wearing just the tidy whities, no patch. I don't care.
But it wasn't tidy whities. It was actually kind of like a green pair of briefs.
Tidy greenies.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the response is.
100,000 likes.
That's a lot. You have to agree to it.
Yeah, it's safe.
That's a lot.
We're not going to get 100,000. We're going to get like 5. You know?
Yeah.
You just agreed to it.
I don't know. I did not. I did not actually. And the steel tins are right around the corner too.
Yeah. Did they look better? You saw some other pictures?
I saw some official images and it gave me a whole lot more hope.
Okay.
Because the ones that we looked at whenever Kaylin was here was
poly,
garbage.
Low res, Fortnite looking joints. Yeah.
But the most recent ones, they come in the 1994 box.
Okay.
So it comes in the OG box. And the upper looked much better. Okay. So I was like, whew. But of course,
we'll see.
You always have to see in hand.
Oh, we got a new Jordan too.
Which one?
The new number. What is it? Not 40, is it 30 or what is it?
It's the 40.
Is it the 40?
Yeah.
Like I seen it and I scrolled past it.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what I thought about it. But let me pull it up real quick because I wanted to ask you about it. I didn't care about it, but I should. Jordan is what I said spelled.
This is what I'll say about it. It is whenever we went back into the conversation about minimalism, it is like millennial minimalism to its core, but it does have a different cushioning system.
It looks very Adidas to me almost.
Yeah.
Like very, was it AE3s, AE1s now? What are they?
Like the construction of it is really cool. The way they have like, I believe it's full length zoom. I believe that it has.
They have composite 23 or whatever. Is that what they're doing in this?
Like the foam?
Yeah. Element 23 or whatever they're calling it. It's not bad. It's honestly not bad. It's pretty forgetful.
Yeah.
But I see some like 17 in here kind of. Maybe some 15 too. Some 11 kind of.
Well, look, I mean, it is supposed to be a performance shoe.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be for the court.
It's not
and
bad.
It may perform well. So
it's very bland.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. Like it's wearable too.
I mean, they might cook up some colorways and stuff.
But I wouldn't buy them, but I mean, if somebody gave them to me, it's kind of hard. I kind of like it. I mean, you got Nike Air on the back. You got the splatter,
the cement.
Yeah,
like the back tab, like a 4.
This is interesting right here. So it's got like an outer guard and then an inner.
Yeah, like it has a booty on the inside.
And it looks like it's got good traction.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it looks decent. I know the new golf shoes are terrible.
Oh, people don't like them?
No, people are hating on them. Very uncomfortable.
From like a performance perspective?
From a comfortability and performance with the strap that goes across that I thought was going to be nice. They're not liking them at all. And they just spent a whole bunch of money on them too, trying to revamp it. But this is not bad. Like you could wear these on the street. I was not expecting this. I mean, they're not by any means like super attractive, but even at their price point, $205 is not bad.
What are they calling it? What is the classic? Okay.
The classic. Okay. It's safe at least.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
I could see this because let me think of how I want to say this. Like people stop at 17 and that's pushing it.
Yeah, that's pushing it. Most people stop at 14.
So I mean, what happened to the other almost 23? You know, like where are all the other Jordans? Like they're not wearable because they don't look good in jeans. They don't look good in shorts. They don't look good in, like you have to be on the court to wear them. So for them to go somewhere where they can look good in jeans or shorts, like casual, I think it's a good move.
I thought, I really liked the 22 and I really liked the 29. And there's some later versions. Some people believe that Look, there's too much money to end the Jordan line.
Yeah.
There's too much money in it to stop it. I mean, this is a for-profit company, so they're going to continue to pump it out. 40 deep is crazy when you think about that, man. Yeah. We're talking about 40 years of shoes, which is exceptional. Hey, I hope it performs well. I don't know what it feels like on foot. I believe it has full length zoom and also that cushioning. So like it's supposed to be like super responsive on foot.
This is the Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Yes, no, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
So the Spizikes.
Yeah. They're doing some things.
It's crazy on the Spizikes that they actually let, and of course, why wouldn't you let Spike Lee do it? But like on the back tab of some of them, where that little dot is, it's the 40 Acre and a Mule logo, which was his definitely his clothing brand and maybe also his studio. Yeah. Shout out to Spike Lee, man, a legend.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious.
That is an ugly shoe, bro. Golly. This right here? No, that blue one.
This one right here?
Oh, wow. The Knicks colorway is terrible too. Is that Spike's
Spike 40 man, Knicks?
This does it have like it looks like a
future almost.
No, it looks like a toolbox.
Oh, hold on. We just went into
there.
Like
we went into the Matrix.
What are we doing here? I got to figure out how to use this thing, dude. All right. This is as good as we get.
But like the back of it that goes up around the collar and then into where the eyelets are.
Yeah.
It almost looks like it's that I forgot what it's called, but it looks like a toolbox that would be in the bed of a truck.
A diamond plate?
Yeah, the diamond plate.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can pinch this and hold it.
I mean, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It gives the vibes. Would you wear this?
No.
There we go.
Yeah, not at all.
Spike 40. Hey, man. Look, Spike. What I want to see Jordan Brand do is give Spike an entire run, dude.
Yeah.
One to wherever he wants it to end. From the Jordan 1 to wherever he wants it to end. Give him a whole series. They did that for Anthony Hamilton.
Okay.
Yeah, the R&B singer.
Okay.
Because Jordan loved him so much, he let him do like a 1 through 23 or something, and they were all brown. You can probably pull it up.
What's the best Spike Lee shoe?
Probably the white and the black OG Spizikes. That's kind of the one that's universally accepted.
Okay. Show me that one here. I like whatever this is a Spizike low. I like that. Because I never like really saw them and was like, oh yeah. I've always kind of seen them like, eh. So maybe
you see that back tab with the 40 acres and a mule.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about now.
Oh, and it actually says that's cool, man. I don't know if that's a official. That might be a bootleg joint, but
what's the
so that black one is the OG.
No, I'm sorry. I would not wear that.
Hey man,
let me not say it's terrible.
It's kind of like one of those where it's for its time.
Okay.
Like you kind of had to be there
something for different, something crazy.
Yeah.
It gives me Gucci colors kind of,
It does look crazy.
Yeah, it's super crazy.
But they have a white pair that's kind of.
So it's a 6 and a 4 mixed. It's kind of the concept of it. There's a 7.
You have the 4 with the wing.
Yeah.
And you have the netting.
Right.
You have a 3 bottom.
Okay, the 3 sole. Yeah.
You have the 5 up top where the ankle is. But there's a lot of things.
Right here is giving me like 6 or 7.
That's a 5.
That's a 5?
That panel's from a Jordan 5 for sure.
Okay.
Then you have the wings.
From 4. Definitely a 3 sole. Yeah.
I'm guessing maybe the netting is from a 5 as well. Because that is more of a 5 netting.
Okay.
As opposed to the 4 netting.
4 netting.
And then you have the mud guard.
Lace lock.
And the heel.
Yeah.
The heel cup area, which is much like a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's 3, 4, 5.
Where's this tongue coming from?
That's a 6.
That's a 6. Okay.
That's a 6.
And then
there's a lot happening here, man. That's a 5 lace lock.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Is there a clean, like a simple colorway of it? Like, is there a simplified? Like, because I want to take a look at it without like all the black gloss.
Well, do that low top one that you like.
This one right here?
That kind of looks like a Reimagined 3.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's
not too bad.
No, this one's hard. I like this because it kind of looks like what's the 4s that I like, the SE4s or whatever, like the real cheap ones that are like the budget Jordans now. I forget what they're called.
The RMs?
Is it the RMs? Yeah. Yeah, they're like $120, $150. The RMs, yeah. I like those.
Like they made the Nigel Sylvester, the green pair, the gray pair.
I like the other pairs better than the Nigel pair. I like the green. The green's cool, but like they have a bunch of colorways in the RMs that I like.
This is actually not a bad colorway.
I like this. No,
this actually
green
looks pretty good.
This looks real good. That green in the back, it works really well right there. I think
they had these in Politics, man.
I like these. And the H sole looks good on them. I like the little red hit right here. Reminds me kind of a Union little hit. I like that a lot, actually. I'd definitely wear this. Yeah. And it's a low. Yeah. Super. So let me see real quick. Well, this isn't the last thing. What is it?
Oh, the 30th anniversary of Do the Right Thing. Okay. Oh, yeah.
35th. These just came out. Okay. Yeah. Wait, no, this is June 2024. I don't know. This is off like the beaten path a whole bunch for me. I don't really know much about this Bezikes. Yeah. I've never been into them, but I like this. I even kind of like this, the Obama.
The Obama joint? Hey.
I kind of like that.
Is that 2009? Oh. Whoa.
No, that's hard. I like that a lot.
You like?
No, dude, that's sick. That's like very primary color, like UNC, the Chicago kind of, but then you got a little yellow Lego looking hit right here. I like this. I like this a lot.
That's a gnarly looking shoe, man. I'm not going to hold you. That white pair looked good, but this one's pretty rough.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
This is sweet to me.
Was this 2010? So this was around.
This is fall 2025 coming out.
But was it? It says 2010 as the silhouette.
Had an early.
Oh, so this was gifted to him during the second term, 2012.
Okay.
I got you. Okay.
What else?
I have a really good Obama shirt from that election, man. That may go on whatnot.
Hey,
look at this guy.
Not so much.
Canyon Rust, is that the color?
This is the Adobe. So we had the bricks. This is the Adobes.
I'll see.
Yeah, it's not too much for me here.
No.
Definitely. But you see what I'm. Okay, so now we can really get a good look. Yeah. See, but then this lace lock.
That's a 6.
That's not a 5. Yeah, and then this tongue.
Well, this is a different shoe.
Is it?
From the OG one that we're looking at.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, dude, I'm all over the place. So what is it, the Jordan RM?
I think that's the one you were talking about.
Yeah, that's it? Yeah. I like this shoe, dude.
Show me a colorway you like, man.
Dude, like pretty much everyone I've seen. Let's just go to Nike. Let's go straight to
Did
Nike.
you notice that Nike took all their sales products off the website? They're taking all of that and putting it in outlet stores, which makes a lot of sense because when you have a website and you have so much stuff available on sale, it does kind of give it gives the brand perception. It diminishes the brand perception.
So the first pack of colors they dropped was way better than these, but
that's
honestly, these
are good.
Colorway. Yeah. This one's good. Dude, have you seen them in person? Like they look good in person.
Mm-hmm.
I like the first pack they dropped better.
They had the pine green, like the SB4.
Yeah. Let me see real quick if I can find some. Now we're just playing around at this point. This is the off-white joint right here.
The off-white, the pine green right there.
Pine green.
The cool gray.
There was a like a sail and black colorway. This one,
the bootleg,
the Fear,
Nigels, the
right
Fear.
Here. Yeah. And these two, Yeah, they have some cool colorways. They're just kind of playing around with it, which is what I like. They're kind of just going all over the place. I would definitely
black and yellow, man, like Wiz Khalifa,
the Thunders, the Lightnings,
Bruce Lee's. He's calling them the Bruce Lee's.
And they saying these are the Kobe's right here. Hold on, what they doing? Bruce Lee with I don't know. Yeah, it's a good silhouette. Like to me, I like it a lot. Definitely this one. This was it right here. This one I like a lot. I don't know why. It's different enough to stand out that it doesn't look like just a cheap 4. It looks like its own silhouette. I like the cage on it. How they did this. I like this shoe, man. What are people saying about them?
It gives me old skater shoe vibes.
Yeah,
for sure. What's this one in the top left corner?
The blue one?
No, above it, all the way in the
green
corner. Yeah, let's see what that is.
135.
Is that a real colorway?
For?
It's at Finish Line, so it got to be real.
Yeah, let's see real quick. Hold on, let me get 1,000 pop-ups. Oh, that's the green
Gucci
goblins.
Joint?
Okay.
That's pretty hard, though.
See, this kind of reminds me of that's whatever spike we were looking at.
Yeah.
But I like this. I like these a lot. You wouldn't wear this? Stop giving me pop-ups. Is it like
respectfully?
Is it like you respect the original shoe, or you think these are cheapish looking, or you think they're ugly? Which one? Or is it a combination of all?
I come from the era
of like leave it be,
where it was court shoes or nothing.
Okay.
So like even whenever, now don't get me wrong, there are some legendary Team Jordans that in hindsight and in retrospect, I respect and I give it the tip of the hat and the nod. But I'm from the era where it's like, we didn't do Team Jordans. And to me, this is a new version of that.
Okay. This looks like an Airwalk to me or something like that, you know?
It does.
From the front, it's not so good of a silhouette, but I've seen a couple on feet and they look pretty good.
The Gucci joint. I'd probably wear the Gucci joints though. Yeah, yeah, man.
These are up your lane for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, these are like I don't know.
I feel like we got a filter jig going on right now. I feel like that's like some Olin Mills glam shot stuff.
It don't
right here.
Like this is bad leather. I can tell from like this is printed for sure. But this suede is kind of, I don't know. But it's, you got to remember this is a what, $125 shoe?
Yeah.
So I mean, it ain't bad and it's in stock.
Dude, we should take a field trip to the mall.
Hold on, they were on 155
and see if new markdown. Well, that's not a good sign. But
no, 105, $100.
Ooh, dang.
Yeah, it's not good.
105.
Dang. The UNC joints.
110.
Fire Reds.
I think hey, holding strong on the breads. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, how can you go wrong? Black, white, and red, Jordan.
I'm kind of curious to see like what they did with different materials. Like, are they going to get some denim? Are they going to change it up? I like these. They get a pass from me. I like these a lot.
Have you seen the Levi's Air Max 95s? Oh, with the pink hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that with the pink laces.
Oh, with the, okay.
That's what it needs.
So it gives you, hey, you get 2 sets of laces.
Yeah.
All right.
I like this. This is nice. Nike Air. Okay. What do you think about the Nike Air being on the back? Is that cheaping it? I don't care. Like I'm not one that like matters, but
I don't like it.
No,
because what that speaks to me is, hey guys, I'm trying to make you like this shoe, which I mean, look, you should try to make people like the shoes that you make
for sure.
But I think this is like a little too try hard.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, come on, man. You know that we like back tabs with Nike Air on it. Yeah. That's not going to save this. Don't save. She don't want to be saved.
Don't save.
Straight up. Man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would kind of like respect, like just out of respect for it, because I know what that means to the generation that comes before me in the sneaker game. Like that's how the original ones were. So those were coveted. Now I feel like they pump Nike Air out on everything. Yeah. This is like,
it's a cheap move.
This is definitely,
that's not a bad though. This doesn't look bad.
This is interesting, man.
It's crazy that they didn't clean the shoe better whenever they took pictures of this.
Yeah.
Like it got like
lint
fragments of crap on it.
Yeah, for sure. This is that's the mold already setting in, probably.
That's crazy.
They still got the Jumpman on the back though. You see him right there? He's hiding out back there.
It's a little bipolar.
Ooh, the glue, man.
It's a little bipolar.
If I can see the glue in the promo shots,
it's kinda, not good.
But again, what are they, 135, 105 for some of them? Let's see them in 9.5. If they starting to price them, I was going to say, if they starting to price them, I like this one. I could see
you wearing that.
Yeah, they're cute. Hey,
the office baddie, bro.
The office. You know what, dude, in some shorts, man, I got to see where they fall. Are they above the ankle or below the ankle?
And how long are your shorts, bro?
Any length.
Hey, yo.
They kind of, no. I'm
any length. What you talking about, dude?
Hey.
You in the booty shorts?
Look, I'll be in some 3-inch inseams. I'll be in some 7-inch inseams. I'll be in some 10-inch. It don't matter. It don't matter to me. Let's get
dude, that's legitimately funny, man.
If the socks are high enough, the shorts can be short enough. That's
the ratio.
Yeah, this is not bad. Do these is this exactly what Nigel's look like? Because to me, these look different. Like the same molds.
It's the same thing.
Different colorway.
It's just green and it says Bike Air on the back.
Okay. Yeah.
And they have the gray pair that.
The Ion. This one, they could get $83 out of me is all I'm saying. Anyway, I feel like we're just
we have spent like 15 minutes on a shoe that almost nobody wants.
About. All right.
You about to go into the lab, bro?
Nope.
You about to? Okay. All right.
They can't see the secret sauces.
Hey,
can't see the secret sauces.
Are you going to edit that or are you keeping it?
It's a secret sauce.
Okay.
That's the secret sauce.
Fair enough.
Can't expose it yet. Something may come.
Ah, okay.
You know? Shut it down. But that's
Should we conclude?
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Heat Academy podcast. I believe this is episode 8.
Something like that.
We have a couple different title options that we need to discuss, but we thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, comment your favorite condiment.
Squirt bottle or like ketchup or screw bottle ketchup? Last thing.
I mean, doesn't the screw bottle give a little uppity air of higher class? But give me the squirt just for ease of operation.
Yeah. You remember the colored ketchup from back in the day?
Yeah, man. Isn't it trippy?
Gross.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cool.
Comment your favorite ketchup or your favorite condiment. And that's it. Thank you all.
All right, guys. We went on a RM tangent.